This week on Project Superhuman, I'm working with an authenticity coach to help me see if I can express who I really am, no matter the mask and no matter the personality that I'm wearing. More often than not, we customize and edit our personality and who we are based on the circumstance and the situation we are in, or even the people we are surrounded with. This week, I'm gonna challenge myself to say yes in invitation to make things even crazier. I'm gonna spin a wheel that will every day tell me what kind of personality mask I should wear. Should I speak only with rhyme and act as a poet? Should I be the overly optimistic guy or a little bit on the edge? Let's see if my personality and if the situations I find myself in can prevent me from expressing who I truly am.
RENIER, can you hear me?
Basically, what I'm doing this week is it's all about soul expression. I'm gonna try to explain what I mean by this in the most clear way as possible, so I can convey to you what I'm expecting from the coaching session. So, how I'm seeing soul expression. I believe, that's my theory, that we all have certain uniqueness within us that makes us who we are. We are not born just a blank slate, but our soul has specific flavor, let's say. And throughout our life, we wear different masks, different personalities that kind of distort this flavor in certain ways. Now, my mission this week is to force myself and put myself in as many situations that are outside of my current, so to say, personality style and what my personality would say yes to, just so I can put as many hats as possible and see what is the real flavor of my soul, and that in every situation, that no matter the circumstances outside or the situation you are in, that at the end of the day, it's your uniqueness that makes the difference, and it's your uniqueness that gives the flavor to the situation.
So the outcome is to put yourself in a place where it will be a lot less calculated, out of your comfort zone with whatever is requested to you.
Yes.
To be like, okay, I will say yes, and in your participation to that specific circumstance, event, like whatever, there will come something that will make you or in that experience be unique.
Yes.
Okay, and as every one of us do have that, it's normally when we go out of our comfort zone that we get to express and experience that. But in our comfort zone, that kind of does not happen.
It's like you are a father, you are a husband, you are a brother, you are a son, you are a nephew, all these hats, but you still have something unique that you still express as you. And in your job, with colleagues, with friends, with your loved ones, you might have different personalities, different masks you put, but there is still something in there that is really you, and no circumstance, no role, no hat can change that. So the whole idea is to just open that space a little more for that uniqueness to get out a little more. And
we start right now. The work that we will do for your soul expression, for your Yes Man week, is going to be 100% experiential in nature. It is going to bring about an experience that you will have to, you will be able to hold it up tangible in front of yourself. And because you are going to be tasked with some different tasks that you say you are willing to 150% execute, participate in, if you do 1 million amazing things on this planet, in this world, but you do not do this one thing that you have come to do, you have wasted your life. So now for your soul expression, if you can really find this one thing that you get to bring into every environment with whoever you are, personal, professional, social, spiritual, like whatever area of your life, if you find this one thing that is definitely out of the doing and it's much more into the being, then you will live a life of purpose where your soul will express it in every single environment, with every single human showing up in front of yourself. So let's look at what is this one thing.
That one thing, as you say, I don't think I will be able to label it, but I think I will be able to keep a sense of it, because if I label it, then I guess I'm putting it into the ego mask. It's like this is the one thing, but it might not be just that thing. It might be just, very dynamical, so to say, process. It might not be just like, let's say, gamification. I need to gamify everything, but maybe there is a deeper thing in that. So I don't want to label it. I will try to just find the sense of what that one thing is, and then follow that sense.
It is true what you say, that if you label it might like block you down to that one thing. So it is not about the labeling. As a matter of fact, it is exactly about the opposite of that, because it's almost like I am gifted with this one thing to bring that into every area of life. And as I get to feel into what is that one thing, it's like, okay, now in being in all of these other areas of life, I do bring this one thing that is unique to me. Yeah, I'm really happy for you starting with your challenge.
Thank you so much. I will not take more of your time now. This week was an experiment in authenticity. I wanted to see if I could find the core of who I truly am, the part that stays the same no matter what role I play or what environment I'm in. For 6 days straight, I let a spinning wheel decide who I was going to be that day. And to make it even more unpredictable, I said yes to everything. This is how it went. Day 1, I chose the poet. Every conversation became a verse. I was only speaking in rhymes. I cannot stop because I'm very good at what I do. Do you know? Don't you?
Butter melted.
Butter melted, I should put the onion inside.
Exactly.
I did good. Right?
This whole meat you will not use, right?
I will use this whole meat.
But
Hungry I am.
you cooked it fucking small pan, Benny.
This is very large. The largest pan.
I know it's large, but it's not large. I used to do large one.
This is the largest pan. I joke you not.
Fucking disabled.
You said disabled? I said what?
God, please save me.
God listened and threw a lightning bolt.
Yeah, we should baptize you one more
Then
time.
she regretted.
I will go to the priest and say, I don't know what's happened, but he's disabled.
If I don't stop,
Didi! Okay.
I'll burn my ass.
He gotta be really.
Plus,
like
my
this.
wife will divorce me and my life will become mess. Even though it was ridiculous at first, I realized that we often silence ourselves because we fear sounding stupid. But sometimes saying the stupid thing, the unfiltered thing, that thing that even makes no sense, actually gives you freedom. And it gives life its flavor. It brings the you-ness into the equation, your unique sauce. Day 2, I chose the over-the-top enthusiast, the overly optimistic person. So I became a walking exclamation point. Literally, everything was amazing, incredible, fantastic. Such a beautiful day, isn't it, baby?
I'm with without the makeup, and you decided to.
I'm also without the makeup, but we look amazing. Look at us.
Guys, every time she's catching me without the makeup, without the clothes, when I'm sleeping,
Without
when
the
I'm
clothes.
tired. I mean.
And while it felt a bit ridiculous at first, I realized something. Positivity is not about pretending, it's just a tool. You don't have to be inauthentic to be positive all the time. You can literally choose to see the positive thing in anything. At first, it might feel weird because we are all used to not be positive all the time, and I'm not saying that you should be positive all the time. Of course, you should be realistic. However, being positive doesn't necessarily make you inauthentic. There is literally something positive in everything, and you can really find that, and you can use that to bring energy up and to uplift everybody around you. And that's kind of cool. Day 3, I chose the liar. Every answer was a story. If someone asked what I had for breakfast, I'd say I helped a squirrel overthrow the tyranny of pigeons. Yes, it made no sense, but that was the point. I was trying to see if I can connect with people even though my words are gibberish. If connection between people you care about and yourself goes deeper than what you say.
Did I tell you about my time when I was in China when I was young? When we went from the kindergarten to China for a trip, and we were training karate there for 1 week. My mentor was making me do this thing like wax on the left, then wax on the right, wax on the left, wax on right. I was wanting just to learn karate, but he made me clean his whole fucking house. But he was a good mentor. Miyagi. Mr. Miyagi. Did I tell you about this story? I haven't mentioned? Strange. I'm okay. What? They kind of messed my leg, and then I did this kind of like standing in one leg, and the finishing kick was from me standing, and with the other leg I hit the kid. All of them, like, they called me Karate Kid.
And yes, a lot of times people asked me if somebody hit me really hard in my head while I was speaking, but more often than not, we still stay connected, because connection goes a lot deeper than the words you're saying. And sometimes you can say the biggest gibberish and people can even laugh if your energy, if the emotion you bring is honest and it's aligned with joking and fun. So what you say is not really that much important when it comes to connection and being connected with people you care about. Day 4, I chose the critic, which meant that I need to analyze everything. So I analyzed everything: the texture of my morning coffee, how people serve breakfast, the architecture of the streets, pacing of conversation, everything I was asking and questioning. And for everything, I was an expert, and I was not impressed by anything. I needed to ask more questions, see how anything can be improved. At first, this might sound negative, but there is a deeper value that comes with it. I found that criticism, when done consciously, is not negativity, it's actually caring enough to see the details that others overlook or take in face value. So you actually gain more information about things. And yes, sometimes you can even tweak things to be even more perfect. Day 5, I chose a stoic, and I became still. Minimal words, neutral face, just observing. And I realized how much power there is in silence. When you speak less, others reveal more. And when you don't react, you gain the freedom to respond with clarity. You actually have a room for yourself to think and understand the bigger point of the conversations than just listening to reply. And finally, the last day was the day when I became a dick. I was blunt, skeptical, unimpressed by everything. And you know what? Nobody broke my nose. I didn't die. Being direct doesn't make you bad. It just means that you stop hiding behind politeness and you just speak your truth without sugarcoating it. To be honest, people respect you more if you're blunt with them. Maybe they will not show that at first, but we all respect an honest dick a lot more than a fakely positive person who is too afraid to tell the truth. By the end of this week, after spinning through all this mess, something became very clear. No matter what personality I put on, no matter the situation or the crowd, there was always something that remained constant. I was always fun, always witty, always playful. At least those were the things that I saw as common between all of these, maybe even contradicting personalities. So that's the core, I believe, of who I am. That's the uniqueness, the special flavor of my soul. And even people who know me, they would describe me in a similar way, because everybody has a different version of you in their head. However, what's same through all out these versions is something that comes from your soul, because that thing is constant through all of the roles that you're playing, through all of the edits that you do about yourself. And now that I've seen it through all these different masks, I know how to recognize it, strengthen it, and express it authentically. Because authenticity is not something about refusing to wear masks. It's about remembering who's underneath them all. Think about your favorite actor. Even though they play hundreds of different roles among many genres, there is something across all of their roles that stays the same. Something only they, as an actor, can bring to each role. That's their uniqueness, their special flavor. And that's why you love them. And the same thing hides behind all your masks too.